What's your team name, Jackie? I don't even.
Next Level Nation.
Next Level Nation. Okay, cool. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and, thank you, whoever just, Ashley, Zulily. I'll have to look. All right, thanks guys for jumping on. Thanks for kind of adjusting to the time and for doing a midday call. Kind of worked out best for Jackie and my schedules because our schedules are kind of crazy with our kids and being on different time zones. So this was the only time we could kind of figure out that would work for both of us. So thank you for jumping on. And like I said, I'm recording it, so we'll share it on our team pages. So both of us have had a ton of people asking on our teams how to run Facebook ads, how to do it the right way. And we've also realized what a big impact it's had on our business. So we want to share it with you guys because I know for me, it was a game changer. So for those of you guys that don't know me, my name is Kelly Jimenez. I've been a coach for about 3.5 years. I was an elite coach last year, currently an 8-star diamond, and I'm the founder of Team Hard Hitters. And then Jackie, you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. So I'm Jackie Peterson. Kelly and I are actually success partners, and we met at Summit, not this year, but last year. And so we've been kind of masterminding ever since then. But I am a 5-star diamond elite coach, and our team is Next Level Nation. And I've been a coach for almost 3 years.
And I forgot we were going to kind of touch on success partners. And if you guys don't have a success partner, it's so awesome to have someone that you can bounce ideas off of. It's pretty cool because Jackie and I are in different uplines. So she gets information from her upline, I get information from my upline, and then we just touch base. We try to touch base at least once a month and just kind of share what we're doing, what's helped us, like things that are working for our team, what's not working, and we can kind of bounce ideas off each other. And it's seriously been so awesome for me just to have someone else that's, cheering me on. At the end of the year, we're both cheering each other on. Like, are you going to get elite? Are you going to get elite? It's just cool that we have, someone else that's supporting us and cheering us on. So if you don't have a success partner and you're interested in it, can you guys hear all of this? I'm sorry. Can you guys hear my kids at all, or are you guys good?
A little bit, but it's not bad.
I thought they were leaving, but apparently they're playing baseball. We have a basement downstairs. So they're playing baseball, and I'll go down there once I let you start talking, Jackie, and tell them to keep it down. Sorry, I got totally thrown off. If you guys don't have a success partner yet, reach out to Jackie or I, or post on your team pages, and we'll find someone that's at the same point in the business with you so you can kind of walk with someone. Because if you're an emerald coach, it's awesome to be working with another emerald coach. If you're a new diamond, it's great to be working with another new diamond. So you guys are kind of on the same page and working together. I'm sorry. They're so loud. Anyway, it's like distracting me. Okay. So to kick it off, I wanted to talk a little bit about why you should do Facebook ads and why it's so important. And then Jackie's going to take over, and she's going to share how to do it, how to set up an ad, how to reach your market, what to put in your ad, what you're allowed to put in your ad, because Facebook makes it a little bit tricky if you've never done it before. And then at the end, I'm going to go over kind of what I use my ads for, to boost posts and to increase likes on my page. And I'll talk to you guys a little bit about my strategy for what I do. So when I first signed up to coach, I started my fitness page 2 months after I started coaching, just because I kind of saw the writing on the wall that I was going to run out of my warm market pretty fast. I was hitting Success Club 20 in my first couple months, and I knew those people that were going to buy from me, I was going to run out of those people pretty quickly. So I knew I wanted to start expanding my network right away. And I saw a lot of other top coaches that had these fitness pages. So I started my fitness page, and initially I had a lot of my friends liking my fitness page, which is great. But at the same point, if I just have my friends from my Facebook page that were into fitness liking my fitness page, that wasn't going to bring any more traffic into my business. That would be, I could basically just post on my regular Facebook page the exact same thing and reach the same people as I was reaching on my fitness like page. So I started investing a little bit of money, a little bit of the commission that I was making through my business, back into my business through my Facebook ads. So I started spending about $40 a month on my ads, just to start growing my network to people that I didn't know and get more eyes on the things that I was doing. But I will tell you, when I first started my fitness page and I wasn't running ads, nobody saw anything. And it's gotten even tougher. So Facebook has made your like page really hard to be seen in the newsfeed. The only way that people are going to be seeing you in their newsfeed is if they're coming back to your page almost daily and liking and commenting on things. Otherwise, Facebook's going to keep your fitness posts on your like page pretty much silent to everybody in their newsfeed. So you could have this awesome fitness page with tons of content. You're posting amazing information and stuff that people would really want to know, but Facebook is not going to show you in the newsfeed because Facebook's smart and they realize that people are trying to run businesses on Facebook and they're going to make you pay for it. If you're putting money into your fitness page, that's when people are going to start seeing things. That's when you're going to be getting eyes on your posts, when you're going to be getting more likes on your page. So that's why it's so important. So a lot of times when my new coaches start, I tell them, don't even worry about a fitness page yet. Let's use those first few months to start build up a following on your regular Facebook page. Burn out that warm market and really, really work your warm market first. And then start bringing an income in. Once you have an income and you're able to start putting some more money into a fitness page, that's when I recommend that my coaches start a fitness page and start investing some money into it. Because again, if you're not investing any money, really it's kind of pointless. And Facebook is smart. And like I said, they've just made it a little bit harder for people to see your posts if you're not putting money behind it. So I started my fitness page and I've been using ads since day one. So for over 3 years now. And I can honestly say it's made a huge difference for me and a huge difference in my business. But it is tricky. And if you're not doing it right, you could just be throwing money away. So that's why we wanted to take the time to kind of teach you how should you set up your ad to make it the most beneficial and how should you be targeting your market. And what should you be using your money for? You don't want to necessarily boost or spend money on just anything that you put on your page. You want to be strategic about what you're doing. So I'm going to throw it over to Jackie. I know Jackie has gone through a lot of training on how to set up ads, and she does an amazing job. I don't know if you guys follow Jackie on social media, but she does such a great job of putting her posts out there and the wording she uses. She does such an amazing, amazing job, and that's why I kind of wanted her to break down how to run ads, how to set up the interest, all of those things. So I'll go ahead and kick it off or throw it over to you. I'm going to pin your video too so everyone can see you nice and big.
Great. Okay. So just a disclaimer, I am not a Facebook ads expert. Kelly is not either. We are just showing you what has worked for us. And there's a lot that goes into learning Facebook ads. And so if you really want to dive deeper into this, I highly recommend that you pay to get trained on this because, there's like hours and hours of training you can do to really understand this, but we're just giving you guys the basics. We're giving you kind of the beginning tools on, some things that have worked for us and just kind of showing you how to get started, really is what we're doing. And so that's just kind of a disclaimer right there. We don't know everything, but we know what's worked so far. So, okay. So I am going to actually just share my screen with you guys here in a second. And the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is your audience. And the really awesome thing about having a Facebook like page is that you can get very laser targeted with who you want to see your posts and who you want to see your ads. And that is really the beauty of having a like page because you can invest some money and you can find exactly who you're looking for. Now, obviously, if you're a new coach, like Kelly said, it's smart to just start on your personal page, because if you don't have money to put into your business right now, if you're not making money in your business, then it's probably not a good idea to throw a bunch of money at your fitness page. For me, I started my fitness page like the same week that I signed up as a coach. And literally it was a huge, I don't want to say waste of time, because it helped me learn a little bit more. But I didn't invest any money into it until about 10 months into my business, when I realized my warm market, my personal page is really drying up, and it's getting really hard to hit Success Club. It's getting hard to find new people to talk to. And so that's when I was like, I need to expand. I need to start really learning how to use my Facebook like page the right way. And so that's when I started doing Facebook ads. I didn't go through any training or anything like that. And I think that I wasted a lot of money in the beginning, because I was just trying to learn everything on my own. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when I went through a training about a year later, I realized, oh my gosh, like there's so much more that I could have been doing. And by spending a couple $100s on that training, I got so much back more in dividends, because I feel like I'm finally running ads the right way. So hopefully this gives you guys a starting point. But really, like I said, the really great thing about running ads and having the like page is you can get super laser targeted. So the first thing that you need to think about is your ideal customer, your ideal audience. Who do you want to be talking to? Who do you want to be talking to, and who do you want to reach? So that comes down to the whole like avatar, your ideal coach or your ideal customer avatar. So that means that you guys need to think about who it is that you actually want to work with, and you have to get very specific with who that is. So for example, whoever you want to work with is probably going to be who you were before you became a Beachbody coach. So that's going to be, maybe you're 28 years old, you're a mom of 2, and you love health and fitness. There obviously your hobbies, your interests, the music you like, the brands that you like, the clothes that you like, where do you like to shop? All of these things create like your ideal customer or your ideal coach. Maybe the books that you like. So we're going to get a little bit deeper into this and why it's important for you to know who your ideal customer is, because you're going to be targeting them specifically on Facebook. So if you guys ever see like ads pop up on your Facebook, and like one time I had an ad pop up on my Facebook, and it was like for girls who lived in Tennessee that moved to Arizona, and it was like these t-shirts that said like, I don't know, it was like, I don't even remember the phrases, but I was like, oh, that's so cute. It's because they were literally targeting every girl between the age of probably 25 and 40 who grew up in Tennessee and moved to Arizona. And that's me. And so you can get so laser targeted on who you want to reach. And that's really the cool thing about this. So, okay, I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and I'm going to show you how to start getting ideas for creating audiences, because you want to have that laser targeted audience that you're talking to, that you're looking for. And I'm going to show you how to set that up. So let's see. All right. So here is my Facebook page. And when you're setting up an audience, so let's just talk about ideas for audiences first, because this is important. You've got to think of like ideas for who you want to reach on Facebook. So one thing that you can do, and I got this idea from the training that I did, is think about like who on your team is a rock star coach, or maybe who in your upline, even if you don't have a big team yet, you can think about like maybe your upline or coaches that you follow, that you connect with, that are doing well in the business. And you can actually go to their page. So I'm just going to give you guys an example. I think Melissa's on this call, but so this is one of my coaches, Melissa. She's an awesome coach. She is 2-star diamond. She's rocking out her business. She's going to be an elite coach. So she's a great example. What I could do to get ideas for the kind of person that I want to reach. Obviously, I want to reach more people like her, because she's an amazing coach. I want to recruit amazing new coaches to my team. So what you can do is go to that person's about page, scroll down, and see what kind of pages they like. So here it'll show you all the pages that they like. And these are pages that you're going to be targeting through your Facebook ads. So this is just going to give you ideas of different pages that you can target. So this might be a good one, Nurture Me organic baby food. Think of, like, obviously if it's another Beachbody coach, like I think this is a Beachbody coach, you wouldn't want to write that down. But this is just giving you ideas. Maybe this Arizona Moms exclusive, that might be a good page to target. So here I would just be like writing down ideas of different pages that I could target that are relative to me and my life, that are relative to whatever it is that me and Melissa have in common that I might have reached her on, if that makes sense. So let's see, modern burlap, that looks kind of cute. So that might be one that I would write down. Honest Herb Company. Let's see. Now, this, like something like Autumn Calabrese, that's not something that you're going to want to target because you're just going to get a bunch of Beachbody coaches, because a lot of coaches like, you know, the super trainers pages. Maybe Jillian Michaels might be a good one because she's not related to Beachbody in any way, but she is related to health and fitness. So you could write that down. Let's see. Pampers is a really good one. So Melissa probably doesn't even realize that she likes all these pages. Clean and Natural Living Solutions, that might be a good one. And these are just giving me ideas of things that I can target. So you can do this, go to a bunch of your coaches' pages that are doing well, and just straight up get ideas for different pages that you can target, okay? So that's basically all you're doing when you do this. But, and then you're going to start finding more people that are similar to them and similar to you. Okay, so that's just one idea. Another thing you could do is, let's see, just go to Google and get ideas as well. So let me find Google. So like you could type in, if you're a mom, you could type in high-end baby clothes and just like get ideas. H&M might be a good one. Alex and Alexa. This looks like it might be cute. So this might be something that's on Facebook that has a page that moms that are like you might target. So whatever it is, like obviously if you're not a mom, you're not going to want to put in high-end baby clothes, but just think of your interests, think of pages that you might follow, that your friends might follow, that your coaches might follow, and try and get ideas. There's a baby brand called, and this was in one of the trainings that I did, but it's called like Janie and Jack or something like that. I don't know if you guys have heard of that. But that was one of the ones they looked up, and they have a page on Facebook. So that, like, this is like, you know, kid clothes. So that could be something that you target. Okay. So I just wanted to give you guys some examples of things you can target. Oh, and the other thing you could do is even look on like Amazon. Go to like your search or your order history and look at different products that you've bought in the past and see if those products and those brand names have pages on Facebook, because those could be things that you target as well, because it's obviously stuff that you use, that you're interested in, that other people that are like you might be interested in as well. Okay, so going back to Facebook, I'm going to go back to my page, and I'm just going to show you guys how to start targeting your audiences and finding audiences. And this part is a little bit complicated. So chances are you're probably going to want to go back and re-watch this. Okay, so if you're on your Facebook page, how you can get to your audiences is, this is what I do. You can go to see your promotions. go down here and go to your ads manager. So right here. And then right up here, click on those 3 little dashes, and then you'll see audience insights. So this is where you're going to start creating your audiences. Again, these audiences are who you're going to target in your Facebook ads. All right, so setting up your audiences, it's going to bring up this screen, and you're going to choose everyone on Facebook. Okay, so then the first thing it wants you to do is decide the location. I suggest picking the United States. If you get too specific with your location, then it's harder to find large enough audiences to target. If you're in Canada, you can do Canada. That's totally fine, but I recommend just doing United States if you're in the United States. Age, so this is going to be whoever you want to target. So for me, what I do is I always do 25 to 35 because that's the age range of women that I typically work with and that I like to work with. And then I always pick women. So if you're a man, you probably want to pick men. But if you prefer to work with women, again, you want to get more specific. So if you're a woman and you like working with women, I would suggest sticking to that. All right. So then what you're going to do next is you're going to start with just one interest. So this is just one brand, one page on Facebook. And you kind of want to start with something not super broad. So you don't want to start with something like baby clothes, okay? You want to start with something like maybe Carter's Kids Clothes, okay? It's a big enough brand to where most people, at least most parents, know what Carter's Kids Clothes are. But it's not so small, like something like, like the Janie and Jack, or, something that most people haven't probably heard of. So it's going to be a bigger interest. And this is called a level 1 interest. And that just means that it's going to have a very large audience on Facebook. It's going to be very broad and most people know what it is. Okay. So even something like running or yoga or paleo, something like that is going to be like a level 1 interest as well. So I'm just going to put in Carter's clothes. Let's see. Carter's company. That's probably Carter's Kids. So let's look at that. All right. So I'm going to put that in there. And then what you're going to do next is you are going to click on this button right here that says page likes. Okay, and so now what Facebook is doing is it's bringing up different page likes that are related to Carter's Kids Clothes. So people that like Carter's Kids Clothes are likely to like these pages. Okay, so now what you're looking for is another audience to target, another page to target that is related to your brand. What you're trying to do here is you're trying to get your audience, so this right here, between 500,000 and 1 million. So right now it's at 1 million to 1.5 million. So that's too big. It's just too big of an audience, and you're not going to reach a specific enough target with just Carter's because it is such a huge brand. But this is going to start you being able to find other pages that are related. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here to these page likes, and we're going to see, let me move this over so I can see it better. Okay. We're going to see like which pages have good affinity. So usually pages that have probably a minimum of like 14 times affinity are going to be the better pages. And then you're also looking for like an audience size. So does it have a good audience size? Is it too big? Is it too small? Because like I said, you want to get your audience to 500,000 or between 500,000 and 1 million. Okay, sorry if I'm boring you guys already, but this is kind of like the technical stuff. So, okay. So I'm looking over here at the affinity, and you just kind of have to like check these pages out. So like maybe something like this For Moms page, it has a pretty good size audience, 81, where am I? Okay, 81.1K. So that's a decent size audience. It's not too huge and it's not too small. It has decent size affinity. So I'm going to click on this page and just check it out. And what I'm looking for when I look at these pages is, do they have good engagement? Because if they have a ginormous audience and very little engagement, so there's almost 600,000 people that like this page, if you look right here. But I want to see, are they getting engagement on their page? Because if they're getting engagement on their page, then this is a page that I might want to target, because that means the people that are going there are engaged with what's going on with them. And they're just going to be more of a targeted audience that might actually want to engage with me, if that makes sense. If you go to pages like super broad, like, Oprah or yoga, you'll notice that a lot of those pages have huge numbers of people following them, but they don't have a ton of engagement on them. And so we're trying to find pages to target that have engagement. So looking at this page, they have a lot of likes and a lot of shares, several comments, and that's what you're looking for. 199 likes, 17 shares, 10 comments. So I'm just going to look at a handful of their posts. Yeah, so they're getting a lot of people coming to this page that are engaging with them, 91 comments. So this is really good. So if I like this page, which I do, and it seems like they have really good engagement, I'm just going to go back to, sorry, I can't see the top because, okay. So I'm just going to click off of this, and I'm going to go back to my audience insights right here. And I'm going to go over here to the interests, and I'm going to type in For Moms. Okay, so For Moms is there. You're going to find that some pages that you like some of these great engaging pages, are not going to come up when you type them in. And that just means that Facebook won't target those pages. For whatever reason, they don't target those pages, or you can't target those pages. So this one you can, so that's a good thing. So I'm going to choose that one. And then I'm going to delete Carter's. So I'm going to X off of this, because this is a much more targeted page than just, general Carter's clothes that everybody knows. So right now, my audience is 400K. You look right here, to 450K. And I want to get that to be between 500 and a million. So I'm going to look for another page that might work and might be targeted to my audience. So again, just go back down here to your page likes. Okay, it's bringing up weird pages. Sometimes it does this, like it's bringing up Khloe Kardashian. I don't know why. It's not really related at all. And JWoww. Okay, here's a good one. Like the Boppy Company. That might be a good one. It has a good size audience. It has decent affinity. So I'm going to click on that one and see if it's a good page, if they have engagement on it. Okay. So this one is okay. 58 likes, 27 shares. But see, then they have posts like this that are only getting 10 likes, 5 likes, 31 likes, which for a page that has almost 350,000 followers, that's not very good. They should be having like a lot of likes and shares. So I'm going to look for something else, because this doesn't seem very engaging. And let's see what else we can find. Okay, maybe let's see, Bella Fit Maternity. That's related to baby stuff. So let's check out that page. And guys, don't get like so hung up on the numbers. This isn't going to be perfect. This isn't a perfect formula, but you're just trying to find good looking pages. So this page has 223,000 followers. Let's see, 8 likes, 47 likes, 540 likes. Okay, this one looks actually pretty decent. Oh, then they have 9 likes. 13 likes. So this one's okay. I might use this one, or I might try to look for something a little bit better. It seems to have decent engagement. So let's just see if that one's in there. So you can just, what I'm just doing is copying the name so I don't have to type it in. And let's see if it's in here. It is. Okay. So I'm going to click that. All right. So now I have my audience right now is 500K to 600K monthly active people. So that's a good size audience. It's between 500 and 1 million. If you want to, you can look for another one, or you can keep it just how it is. It's really up to you. But let's say, I think that's a pretty good size audience. So I'm going to save this audience. So go up here to more and click that little arrow and click save as. And then you get to choose an audience name, if it'll let me. It's not letting me click. Great. Hold on. Let's try it again. Okay, here we go. All right. So I'm just going to call this audience Moms 1. Because obviously the pages that I'm targeting are related to mom stuff. So it's just easy for me to remember. And then I'm going to click save. Okay, so that's how you create an audience. And like I said, you can do this with any page that you can think of. You can just type it in. I recommend starting with something really broad, like, the Carter's clothes, or I'm trying to think of other specific examples, like, maybe paleo. You could try and see what pages. Let's try that one. Let's just see what comes up if I do paleo. If that's something that's in your target market. If paleo is not in your target, wrong place. If paleo is not in your target market, then don't put in paleo, because you're going to be targeting the wrong people. It's not really in my target market, but I just kind of want to see Paleolithic diet. I just want to see if this would be a good one. Okay. So yeah, this is pretty good. So maybe something like Paleo Mom could be one that you look at and see if it has good engagement on that page. You might want to look at paleo recipes if you're into paleo and you want to recruit paleo loving people. These would be good pages to look at. Just see if they have good engagement on their page, if they have a good amount of likes compared to how many likes and comments compared to how many people follow the page. And then make those part of your audience. And it's just you typing it right here in your interests. And again, you delete the huge broad one because you want to keep it specific. And then I'm just kind of reiterating. And then you want your users or your audience to be between 500 and 1 million. Okay. So right now it's too big. So I would want to break that down. So I recommend creating probably at least 5 different audiences that you can test out and you can try and see which ones work, which ones do well, and stuff like that. So some other ideas. So going beyond just like the baby clothes, you can do something like, whatever type of, maybe clean eating, maybe, paleo. You could do, one of the examples that they talked about in my training was like he had a Vitamix. So he looked up Vitamix and saw what other pages were related to that. You could do authors. So which authors do you like? Which books do you like? Those are really great pages to target. Maybe fitness studios. So like I used to go, before I was a coach, I always went to this place called Pure Barre. And so I looked up stuff related to like bar classes and bar workouts. What else? I'm trying to think of what other audiences I have. But really just think about the stuff that you like. Maybe you're a teacher. Maybe you, maybe like scholastics or, I don't know any teacher stuff. That's bad. Just different like brands that you might use in your classroom would be a good thing. Maybe you're nursing. So maybe something like, Medela, like the nursing pumps and stuff like that. Those are just a few ideas, but like I said, you kind of just have to research different ideas, going to your coaches' pages, seeing what pages they like. Target is a really easy one if you're a mom and you like Target, because who doesn't like Target? And again, going to Google and just searching things that you're interested in and looking up those different brands. So that is the audience stuff. And then next, I just want to show you guys, once you have your audiences put together, you have like maybe 4 or 5 audiences, then what you're going to want to do is create an ad. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. So I use what's called the Power Editor to create my ads. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. I'm going to go all the way back to my Facebook page and just show you exactly how to get there so that nobody's confused. Okay. So go right here so that you can get to there are links too. So if you don't want to like go through your page or whatever, you can just type in the link or the URL into your browser. And one thing that you do need to know when you're using the Power Editor, you need Google Chrome. So if you don't have Google Chrome, you need to download Google Chrome to use this. So anyways, okay, you go to your promotions. And then go to your ads manager right here. And then right up here, click these little bars. And click Power Editor. Okay, so this is going to take you to your Power Editor. And what you're going to do to create your first ad is you're going to click Create Campaign. Okay, so now you get to choose the objective of your campaign. So your choices are boost your post, promote your page, reach people near your business, increase brand awareness. So Kelly's going to talk about this a little bit. Promoting your page is basically means you're looking for new people to come and simply just click like on your page. So that's something that you're definitely going to want to do. If you don't have, I would say, over 1,000 people that like your page, then you're going to want to run an ad to promote your page and just bring new people into your page. And it's going to be the exact same process that I'm going to show you for running an ad. But just remember, you would click promote your page instead of boost your post. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to boost your post. And then you get to name it. So let's say, for example, you want to run an ad for new coaches. So maybe you would call this Coaching September 1. All right, then click continue. Okay, so you've already created your audiences. They're saved.
Hey, Jackie,
so you're going to go, yeah.
Sorry, I missed that. What did you end up doing? Did you do for likes or did you do for boosts?
I did boosts. So okay. I'm just going to show them like how you run an ad. It's really like essentially the same process if you're doing for likes. It's just a different objective.
Got it. Sorry, I just
Yeah.
missed which one you.
Yeah. So I clicked boost your post. Okay. So if you guys have seen like on your like page, if you look at each post, there's a button under it. It's a blue button that says boost your post. And that's like, you can click that boost your post, and it's like Facebook's like, this sounds bad, but like dummy version of running an ad. So you don't even have to think, it just boosts your posts. This gets you a little bit more specific, and it helps you be able to target a little bit better. And that's why I use the Power Editor. So basically, you already have your audiences are saved. So you're going to click New Audience right here. It's going to bring down this drop down, and you're just going to choose whichever audience you want to target. So I'm just going to say this one. I have one called Pampers Boppy. Okay, so that's going to be, it's obviously one of my mom ones. So it even shows you right here the interests that I targeted. So I targeted Medela, OXO Tot, Aiden and a Nice, Bella Fit Maternity, Burt's Bees Baby, The Boppy Company, and Baby Organics. So those are some ideas right there. Okay, so it already has everything saved that I created for my audience. And then you're going to choose where you want it to show up on Facebook. So you're going to choose mobile news feed. You're going to uncheck Instagram. I've tried that. It really doesn't work that great. I haven't figured it out yet. You're going to uncheck right column. You don't want it to show up in the right column. You want it to show up on people's news feeds. So you're going to have desktop news feed and mobile news feed. Then you're going to go down and you're going to decide what you want your budget to be. So right now, what we're doing is we're just going to be testing a couple different ads. So for this, what you want to do is keep it small. So I would say go with $3 a day. That's what I've been taught is like the lowest amount you can do and actually be able to see the results. So I would start at $3 a day. And when you're just testing different ads, you obviously don't want to spend too much money on ads that might not work. And so that's why you keep it low, and just start at $3. So that's where we're going to start. And then let's see, you don't have to do anything else. You do want to click run it continuously. Like don't set a start and end date. I've been told that you have better results if you just run it continuously and turn it on and off manually, versus letting Facebook turn it off for you. Okay, so then you're going to name your ad set. So again, I'm just going to call it Coaching September 1. All right, and then you're going to click Continue. Okay, so right here you have the option to use one of your existing posts, or you can create a new ad. And so what we're doing for this first one is we want to create a new ad because we want to test some different images and see which ones work the best, which is why we're starting at that $3 a day. And we're just, Facebook ads are such a test of trial and error. Not everything works. Like you'll find that some images just completely bomb. Some do really well. And honestly, there's no secret to it. But if you can go in and test at a really small budget, you'll get a better idea of what's going to work for you. That way, when you post it live to your page, you can spend a little bit more money on it, and you'll know, or you'll have a pretty good sense of if it's going to do pretty well or if it's not. Obviously, you wouldn't run it again if you notice that it's not going to do well. So that's kind of what I'm showing you guys. All right, so you're going to click single image, and it's going to bring up like your cover photo. You don't want to run an ad of your cover photo. And then you're just going to go to upload images. So you're going to pick an image whatever image you want to use for your ad, or that you think you want to use. So let me try and find one that's related. Hold on. Oh, my computer is really slow right now. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's try. Okay, now I have something in here though. Okay, wait, oh no. So let's try this one. This was just like an old one that I did. It says help wanted. And so that's gonna be my image. It's gonna bring it up right here. And then what you get to do is you get to put your copy in. So whatever text you want to show on your post, you get to plug that in right here. And so I just have a bunch that are saved. So when I write out posts, I put them in my notes on my computer. So I'm just going to grab one of my old ones, and I'm going to copy and paste it into here, into the text. And okay, it's bringing up an alert. Okay, it says your text can't include 2 punctuation marks or signs in a row. Please remove these to continue. Okay, so somewhere for some reason I have 2 punctuation marks, but I don't know what's going on. Okay, what the heck? See, sometimes Facebook has these weird things that happen and you don't know why. Okay.
I was just going to ask you if you had any tips on what to put in the text.
Yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute. I don't know what just happened. Dang it. Okay.
It's going to make you start over.
Yeah, it's going to make me start over. That's really annoying. Okay. Well, you guys just get to see how to do it twice really fast. All right, so go back to the Power Editor. Okay, create campaign. What the heck? Why is it doing this? Okay. My computer is whacked out.
I can try to pull it up on mine if that would help.
Sometimes these weird things just happen. So don't get frustrated, guys, if this happens. Sometimes it just does. Okay. All right. So I'm boosting my posts. Coaching September. Continue. I already have my audience ready to go. This one. No Instagram, no right column. $3. And then rename it. Continue. Okay, create a new ad. Find the picture you want. Okay. Okay, here's my picture. All right, open. Please don't mess up. All right. Then I'm putting in my copy. So copy and paste it there. And it's giving me this alert, but I'm not going to worry about it right now just for time's sake. Just make sure you don't have 2 punctuation marks in a row, because that they won't let you run that. Or they'll let you run it, but it might not get approved is what's going to happen. Okay, so then it shows me what my ad looks like right over here. So you can see what your picture is going to look like, what your copy is going to look like. And then you're just going to click Save to Draft. All right, so it's showing me everything I've got. It's showing me my ad and my audience and everything like that. And then I'm just going to click again, Save to Draft. All right, so there is my ad. It's going to come up right here. And I'll delete, this is an old one. Okay, so this is my ad. And it's going to bring up, so you have a campaign, and then you have an ad set, and then right down here on that third level, you have the actual ad. So that's going to, again, show you your picture and your posts and stuff like that. So you want to go down to this ad set level. And what you're going to do to test your different images is you're just going to go up here and you're going to click duplicate. So I'm going to duplicate exactly the ad that I created, but I'm just going to change, I'm going to end up changing the picture. So I'm going to test a couple different pictures and see which one works the best. So you're going to click duplicate, you're going to click, or you're going to keep it the same. And then I'm going to go down here to the ad level, and it's just a straight up copy. And all I'm going to do to try a different picture is scroll down here and change the image. So I'm going to try this image and see if maybe that one, which one does better. Okay, so then it's going to bring up your new image. There we go. There's my new image. And you can do this as many times as you want. I suggest, trying 2 to 3 different images and seeing which one does the best. Okay. And to do that, it's the same thing. Say you want to create a third one. You have a third image you want to use. Go back up to this ad set. Click on the ad that you've already created. Hit duplicate right here, this little plus sign. Create. It's going to duplicate it. Come back down to the ad so you can see which picture is there. And then scroll down, change the image.
Hey, Jackie, I was going to ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
Not to interrupt. I know on some of them, you can actually set up an ad with up to 6 different pictures, and supposedly Facebook will pick the picture that's getting the most engagement. Have you ever done it that way, or do you always do them separate?
Yeah, I have done it that way. I started doing this way because this is how they taught me how to do it in the training. And I think the thing that I do like about doing it this way is you can see each one like individually, if that makes sense, versus like it's like one ad and then there's a bunch of different pictures. It's just harder to like differentiate which one's doing best. But I mean, you could totally do it that way too, and I think that's probably fine. But this is how this has worked for me the best, I guess.
You a less biased, like maybe when you're adding all those images at once, maybe Facebook doesn't do it. Won't show you a apples for apples comparison.
Yeah. I don't know exactly, but this is just what they trained me to do. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to do this, and it's worked. So then say you have all the images you want to try out in there. All you're going to do is click this button up here. If you guys can see that up in the corner, it says review changes. You're just going to click that, and it's going to upload your changes. Okay. So I'm not going to click it because I don't want to run these ads, but I'm going to go back and show you guys how to like decide which one is doing well. So that you can know like, okay, which image is doing the best, which ad should I run? So basically, I'm going to go back to my ads manager. And what you're going to do, so after you've set up that ad where you're testing a few different images, and you can also do the same thing with the text. So if you found a good image, but you're not sure if the text is very good, you can go in there and just change the text and keep the picture the same. So that's something you can do as well. You're going to see in your ads manager all your ads that you're running back here. And so, okay, let's look at this one. I think this is one that I did recently where I was testing images. So test dark posts. So these are what's called dark posts. So they're not actually published to your page, but it's still running the ad out in Facebook for you. So that's why it's called a dark post, because people that just go to your page won't actually see the posts, but it's still getting pushed out into the news feed. Okay, so this was an old one. This is inactive. I'm not running it anymore. But as you guys can see, I did the $3 daily budget, and I have all these different copies of different pictures and stuff like that I was trying out. And what you can do is just click on one of those, and you can actually go and see the post. So you would click right here where it says see post, and you just see if people are engaging on it. So for example, this one, it looks like it didn't have any engagement on it. So that might not be the best one to run. I don't know if it's just showing that because it's old or it's inactive, or if it really didn't have any activity. Let me check another one. So let's try this one. See post. Okay, yeah, so this one, like I was using the same picture, you guys can see, but I have different copy up here. The last one had no likes. This one looks like it had like 5 likes. So that one did better than the last one. But what you're gonna wanna try and find one that people commented on. And we'll talk about that when we get into writing your copy, because you wanna have a call to action that tells them to comment below in your copy. So let's check out this one that I did. See post. 4 people liked it. Okay, not great. Hopefully I had somebody comment. We'll see. Let's try this one. Okay. Nobody commented on that one either. Okay. So basically you're just looking for somebody that commented on your post, basically. It doesn't have to be 20 people that commented. It could be one person that commented, and that basically means that combination of that picture and that copy, whatever you wrote, is basically your best option for running an ad. So once you figure out what that is, that good combination that somebody commented, that's going to be your best shot at having a successful ad. So I'm going to see if anyone this is a really old one, so I don't even remember what I did here, but oh, good. This one worked. This one actually had people comment. So I think I must have used this one and I ran it as an ad at that point. Because people actually, they said kind of weird stuff. I don't know. So this is probably one that I would pick and run as an ad, because people actually engaged on it and they commented on it, which is what you want. If people are just liking your post, that really does you no good. You want people to comment on it. Okay, so then what you would do is you would take this exact post, you would take that image, you would take this copy, and you would go to your fitness page. So let me go back to my fitness page, and I would straight up just copy and paste exactly that post and publish it on my page. So does everybody understand that? You're just posting that post. So that one is your best bet for running an ad. So once you post it on your page, now you can go back into your Power Editor, and instead of clicking the button that says create a new ad, you're just going to click choose an existing post. So does everybody remember when I chose like I'm going to create a new one or an existing post? So you're just going to click choose existing post. You're going to do the exact same thing, except you're not going to create any duplications or anything like that. It's just going to be that one post. Choose your budget. More than likely, you're going to want to spend more than $3 on it because this is your best bet for having a successful post. So it's totally up to you what you want to choose, like how much you want to spend on it per day. That's totally your call. And how long you want to run it for, maybe just depends on how well it does. Maybe you run it for 3 days for $10 a day. So you spend $30 on it and then just see how it does over those 3 days. And then you can decide, okay, is it doing really well? Do I want to spend a little bit more money on it? Or do I want to kill it because maybe it's not doing as good as I thought it would? So that's kind of like my thought process behind it. And then let's see, was there anything else? Does anybody have questions on any of that we just went over? Because I know that's really detailed and it can be confusing. No? Okay. All right. So that's basically, in a nutshell, how you find which ads more than likely will do well, and how you actually run the ad. And so the last thing that I just kind of wanted to touch on as far as creating like the wording for your post and the picture for your posts. So I don't know if I should stop sharing. Well, I guess I'll show you guys this one just to give you an example. This is an ad that I'm running right now. And this is one that I tested and it had a couple people comment. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go for it. And so I put like, I did like $11 a day and it was doing so well. I have 4.1 likes and 107 shares and 211 comments. Now I've spent like over the past 2 months, I've spent $600 on this. So that's a lot. I don't normally spend that much on my ads, but it's been doing so well for me that I've been like, you know what, I'm just going to roll with it. You can decide what budget works for you. And if you want, if you find that great ad that's working for you, you can spend more time or you can spend more money on it if you're able to do that, because this is going to right here. This is bringing me so many people that I can talk to, that I can put in my sneak peek groups, that I can have conversations with. And that will, several of them will end up joining my team. Obviously, the more people you talk to, the more opportunity there is for somebody to join your team. So as far as creating like the copy, creating the image, a couple of things that you want to make sure when you are creating your image is, number one, you cannot use a before and after. So Facebook does not allow any before and afters in ads. You have to use only 20% text. So only 20% of your photo can have text on it. So that's why I kept this little saying like pretty small and in the corner. Because if you take up more than 20%, they're not going to improve your ad, or they're not going to approve your ad. And then for your copy, you can't like call people out. So like you can't say, are you a single mom who wants to lose weight or that is struggling financially? You can't like call out a group of people. You can't say, I don't know, I'm trying to think of another example. Basically any like ethnic group, or like if you're calling out just moms or single moms or whatever, it can create like a negative feeling for people if you call people out like that. And so Facebook will not approve your ad. So you kind of have to keep that a little bit broader. But the cool thing is that you're probably already targeting moms or whoever you want to target in your audiences. So you don't necessarily have to say, are you a single mom or are you a mom? You can just say, are you interested in making an income from home with your family while working on your own fitness goals? So the first thing that you want to do when you're creating your copy is, number one, call out to their pain point. And so this is generally asking some sort of question targeted toward the people that you want to work with. So for me, I want to work with women who want to spend more time with their families, that want to be healthy and really want to focus on their own fitness. So that's what I asked there. You could say something like,
Jackie.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I remember in Josh Coates, when he was talking about this, he was saying, think about who you were before you were a Beachbody coach. So like maybe like with the mom thing, like, are you overwhelmed? Like, are you having that mom guilt? Like, think about who you were before and then share that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right. It's just your avatar. So who you were before you became a coach, that's who you're going to want to be talking to in your post. So think about what it is that attracted you to the business or to a challenge group or whatever it is that you're running an ad for. And think about what struggles you were going through. And that's what you want to speak to. So if it was, spending more time with your family, or maybe you could say something like, are you struggling financially being able to pay your bills? Maybe that was something you were struggling with before coaching. So maybe that might be something you want, maybe that's the pain point for you. You have to kind of dig a little bit deeper and think about what is that pain point. The next thing that you want to do is, and this is from Josh Coates' training, like the format that I use for creating my posts. But establish yourself as an expert and tell them you have a step-by-step process to help them. So what I did here is I said, I'm accepting 10 new ladies who are serious about changing their lives, creating wealth, and making an impact on the lives of others. So why am I getting specific about who I want? Because I don't want just anybody to talk to. I want to attract people that are serious, which is why I put that in all caps. I don't want anybody who is just like, I want people that are for real. People who want wealth in their life and they want to help others, basically. Then I tell them I have a new coach boot camp. I'm looking for motivated women, and this is what I'm going to help you do. So I'm telling them exactly what I'm going to help them do. This is my process to help you, create this income for your family while working on your own fitness goals. Okay. Then the next step is imagine what your life could be like if you did what I'm advertising. So I don't even know if I said that in this post specifically, but I just told them like who you don't need to be. You don't need to be an expert. You don't have to have experience, but it's almost like not a help wanted ad, but you're just saying like, you're just trying to attract people that are like you. So you need to have a big heart for helping others. You need to have a desire to do more with your life. You need to have a work ethic. You need to be coachable. These are all things that are included in my avatar. My ideal customer is coachable. They're willing to learn. They have a vision to help other people. But you could even say something like talk about your own journey. Like now I'm debt free and I'm able to travel the world, or whatever changes you've made in your life. Even if it's not like the financial side, it could be now I've found purpose and passion in my life and I'm able to earn this extra income while working from home. And I can help you do that. You know what I mean? So just saying like, I have a solution for you and I'm going to show you how to do it. And then the last thing is a call to action. So you always want to make sure that you ask them to comment below. Always, always. Because from your Facebook ads, you cannot contact anyone unless they comment below. So these people, all these people that like my page, I can't even contact them unless I'm personally friends with them and I can message them from my personal page. If they comment below, I can actually message them from my page. So you can see I messaged all these people. It'll show you their response. So you want to make sure they comment below. Here, I put an application so they can either apply or they can comment below and I'll reach out to them. That's something I was kind of just trying. I kind of played around with it. So you can do that if you want to. Personally, I think it's better now that I've done it a few times. I've actually had way better success with just contacting the people that commented and having conversations with them versus them just applying and, leaving me their email address and stuff like that. So now what I do is I contact these people, and then I have, a kind of a back and forth with them a couple times. And then I let them know about my sneak peek and say, if you want to check out the sneak peek, fill out this form to apply. Because I know if they're going to fill out a form that they're actually serious about wanting to learn more about it. If they're not going to take 5 minutes to fill out this form to tell me why they're interested in coaching, then they're probably not that interested. So that's just another kind of like barrier if you really want to find the right people that are super interested, because not all of these people are going to join my team. Like, that's just insane. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody is going to be as interested as the next person. Not everybody is going to be as serious as the next person. And so if you kind of want to have a little bit more of like, it's almost like you're vetting them a little bit, then you can do the form thing, but you don't have to. That's not like required. It was just kind of something I've been trying out. Okay. So I think that's all I have, Kelly. So if you want, I'm going to stop sharing my screen.
Sure. That was awesome. That ad's unbelievable.
That ad has worked so well. So well. I've been really impressed with that one. And just remember, you guys, like, it takes time to find like a winning ad. So if you're not finding it from the beginning, like, you just have to be patient. You have to be patient. You have to try out different images a bunch of times. You have to try out, different text and copy a bunch of times and really just figure out what works, because not everything is going to work. And honestly, the things for me that have worked the best are the things that I've least expected to work. Like, this is just a random picture that I took with my iPhone with my daughter. Like, my husband was just like, hey, let's take a picture. And I just randomly was like, maybe that'll be cute for an ad. And I just tried it, tested it out, and it worked. And so you just never know what's going to work and what's not. So just try a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah, I found that too. Like, sometimes the most random picture gets so much traffic. And then the one I like, maybe my professional fitness picture that I think looks really good, nobody likes or comments on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I know it's kind of getting long, but I'll talk real quick about like what it's kind of, Jackie, you kind of went over a lot of it already, but what I spend my money on. And so I do two things. So I spend money to increase likes on my page, and then I also spend money to boost posts. And like Jackie had said, Facebook will prompt you to boost like any random post, especially if you got some engagement on it. Facebook will say, hey, you should boost the post about this hummus that you liked because everybody commented about the hummus picture. But that's not going to move my business forward just because people liked my picture about my hummus that I've been working on, by the way, Jackie. I'm like pregnant, can't stay here and not eat. But like, that's not something you want to boost. So I normally boost posts that are either a call to action post, so a call to action to join my challenge group, or a call to action to join my team. And then I constantly run a like page or a ad to increase likes on my page. Because and Jackie, I'm sure you kind of thought the same thing. The more likes you have on your page, almost the more credibility you have, because people get to your page and they think, oh, she has 15, 20,000 followers. She's someone I should listen to. Whereas if you only have 500 people on your page, they may not take you, seriously or not. So the more likes you can get on your page, I think the more credibility you build. So like you had said, if you don't have 1,000+ followers, that should be something that you definitely start doing, just to increase the eyes on your page. And then when you're boosting a post, just think about boosting the posts that are going to basically build your business. You don't need to be boosting those random posts just because it got a lot of engagement. You want to boost the posts that, are going to grow your team, grow your business, all of those things. So I normally spend $5 a day on on my like page, like for more likes on my page. And then I spend normally like $15 to $30 boosting a post. And kind of what Jackie said, I'll boost a post. And I'm so glad you went through all this, Jackie, because this is going to really help me out too. But normally I'll boost a post, and if it's not getting a lot of traction, then I'll just stop the boost and try something different. But I love what Jackie had said, that you can actually test an ad before you post it on your page. So you don't have like 5 different posts, call to action about your challenge group. Like you can just post the one that's going to get the most eyes, which I love. I wish I had learned all of that a little bit earlier. So this has been great for me. So yeah. Is there anything else that we missed that you can think of, or any other questions that anybody has? Was that helpful at all? A little bit? I hope so. Okay. Well, let us know if you guys have any more questions. I know for me, this was really, really helpful. So, but if you guys have any more questions, reach out to Jackie or I, post it on the team page. And if I don't know the answer, I'll reach out to Jackie and see if she knows from all the training and stuff that she's done. But yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to do this. I hope it was helpful for you guys. I know it's like, it can kind of be confusing back there. But I mean, hopefully like, you know, you can go back and kind of follow the steps or whatever and make it work for you. But yeah.
Yeah. I think the more you play with it too, you kind of learn, you know.
Yeah, for sure. It takes time. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's so worth it. Don't you think has it made a huge difference for your business?
It's 110% worth it because, well, number one, it makes it so much easier for me to find new people. So I'm not like stressed about, you know, working off my personal page 100% of the time and like finding the right people. It makes it easier for me to find those like specific people that I really enjoy working with and that I want to work with. And it just, bottom line, it brings you so much more business. It really does. And long term, like growing your network, building that network of people that's following you and engaging with you. And that really wants to hear what you have to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for sure. I mean, for me, I do probably like, I don't know, 90 to 95% of my business from my like page and from my ads. So
yeah, that's huge
at this point. Yeah. And in the beginning of my business, I didn't do any, like I said, I didn't even really get anything from my like page until I started running those ads, and I was already 10 months into my business. So I did everything from my personal page. And I still get a lot of business. I still get business from my personal page. So don't get me wrong. You will always get business from your personal page and from that warm network. It's never completely dried up, but
right.
You have to grow faster, and you have to be able to reach new people if you want to see your business consistently grow every single month. So it's definitely helped me.
Yeah.
Just be able to expand.
Totally. All right, cool. Well, I will send you this recording, Jackie, and thanks for everybody who jumped on today and spent your lunchtime with us.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Let me know if you have any questions once you go back and watch this again and start running your own ads.
I know, you should seriously like watch it as you're creating an ad. Is what I
think. Yeah, I think so too. I think that would be probably the best thing to do.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Thanks again. We'll chat.
All right. See you guys.